Hello, it is April. It's April the 3rd, Sunday, April the 3rd. Really nice sunny day, so I'm going to be doing this a lot, or this a lot, probably a lot of this. Yes, and there's a few things to show you today. We've been having a bit of a giggle already. But one thing you might notice is we have an arch. This is a shared gateway because this side here is our allotment neighbours who we share with, not the horses. That would be very useful if we could. But no, so we've asked if we can put this up, and over the spring, summer season, we're going to be growing things around it. I don't know yet what we'll grow. Could be sweet peas, could be some patty pan. I don't know, but something to grow over and round. We've got somewhere for the beans, so that's a no-no. So yeah, so it's going to look very posh. It cost £4 from Wilkinson's. So if it lasts, oh, there's the train and the horse. If it lasts for the season, I'll be pleased. And I probably look very small from up there because Mike's filming this and he's on a bit of a hill. But I just want to show you something else. I've got a bit of a quiz for you, just a quick one. My knees. Okay? I've got one of the knee pads on the right way and one of the knee pads on the wrong way. And I want you to just think, just in the next couple of seconds, which one you think is the right one. This one. Thank you to all of those who commented on my knee pad quandary from my last post. Yes, apparently it's got to be this side, which is curved side up, and someone commented, and I'm sorry I can't remember your name, but you've been really, really helpful for me. Curved side up, curved side up. If you remember it that way, you'll always put them on curved side up. Unless you start thinking of the opposite song, curved side down, curved side down. So yes, so that's really useful, so thank you for that. Anyway, today, spring's really, well, nearly summer. Things are really getting underway now. We've been putting some poles up for the beans. I'm going to try and show you how to make a cloche hoop, which I've never done before, so it might get cut out. And we're going to do bits and bobs in the greenhouse. Okay, so follow me. If you actually come to the end here, you'll be really impressed with the symmetry of this bean trench. I'd just like to point out that nature isn't perfect. It'll be fine. Hey! Right, it's hello. 22 degrees in the greenhouse today. Hottest it's been is 36. I've got to say, it is really getting quite warm now. Just let me show you something first. Last year I planted some coriander, and I put it. I planted some outside my herb bed, and I planted some between the chilies. So I had some indoors and some outdoors. So some was a bit more tender than the other. But what I noticed was, whenever I picked it and put it in food or anything, didn't really taste of anything at all. It didn't really taste like I thought coriander should. So I was a bit disappointed with it, really. Anyway, it's overwintered really well. And I think I thought that the coriander that you bought in the shops must have been forced, or the flavour was intensified in some way, or it's a different variety or something. But no, it just turns out that I hadn't grown coriander at all. It was flat leaf parsley. So you live and learn. So now I've got plenty of flat leaf parsley. It's overwintered and everything. If I'd known it was flat leaf parsley, I'd have picked it even more because I like that as well. But doesn't really go very far in a curry. Okay, what have we got in here? We've got all sorts. I'm surrounded by plants and seedlings here. Let me just show you these. I was a little bit worried about these. This is why I think watching videos, watching other people do their stuff is so valuable. These, I've got this thing in the way. Shall I come closer? These are my zebra shallots, okay, which I planted by seed in, oh there you go, I haven't put the date on, but look, I was really worried about these, my voice has changed about the greenhouse, because it looked to me like the leaves, can you see that leaf there? It looked like they were all dying off, but actually what's happened, I think that must be the seed leaf, because then underneath you've got these, I would imagine they're the true leaves coming through, and they're actually starting, look at that one, I'm pleased, they're actually starting to thicken up. And the reason I stopped worrying about these, because I was thinking, well, how are they ever going to catch up to a shallot that you buy as a set, is because Al, over at Al's Allotment, he's done the same thing. He's planted them by seed, must have been around about the same time, and his look exactly the same, and it's just really reassuring, because you sort of think, oh great, they're not all going to die like I thought they were. Right, okay, so very pleased with those. Oh, the other thing I want to show you, now I talked about this last time, it's one of the plants I got from the Edible Garden Show, was this brandywine tomato. Now, the leaf's starting to curl a bit. I don't know if that needs water. It's been kept quite damp, and it's been kept on the windowsill at home. We've got one windowsill that gets the sun pretty much all day, and so it's been kept on there. But actually, I haven't looked at this yet. The roots might be fine. If they're not in like a thick root ball, I'm not going to transplant it. But this is so precious to me because I've only got the one. Actually, it's quite dry because that, I don't know. I am going to transplant it, I am. So, right, okay. I'm not going to use a pot that's that much bigger, as people say. You're not supposed to put them in a great big pot. So, is that even worth doing? I think it is. This is a, I don't know, I have an outdoor herb in it. Slightly bigger pot. It can't do it any harm. I've left all the compost behind me again. Ooh. There's a thing. I was talking to Aaron from Aaron's Allotment. Aaron, yeah, he put on. I was mentioning Jack's Magic not too long ago, and he put in the comments that it's very heavy peat-based, and I don't think it's that I hadn't noticed. I just hadn't bothered to have a look at it. So, as he says, you know, he uses it sometimes, but cuts it up with another medium. So I think he uses that stuff. He uses that so he can make it go further, because obviously peat isn't a renewable resource. So yeah, but that's not the reason I haven't got any more Jack's Magic. It's because this was on offer somewhere. Mike brought it back from a garden centre, and I've got to be honest, it's not very good. Twigs, things like that in. I mean, you know. And I know a lot of people have talked about how disappointed they are with the compost this year. So, I don't know if it is just a particular brand or what, but still. Okay, tip some of that out again. What I'm going to do with tomatoes, you know all this, you know, I'm teaching my granny to suck eggs here, but with tomatoes, as with cucumbers and squash, I think. Yeah. You can plant up to the first leaves really, because I don't know if you can see. Can you see that stalk there will grow roots? So that will anchor it better in the ground. Oh, there's a seed leaf off. Oh, I do hope this is going to be okay. I hope you're going to be all right, Brandywine. But this is going to stay down here now. I've checked the weather this week. It's not going to be frost at night. There was a very heavy frost the other night. I can't remember which night. But yeah, it just goes to show it's lovely during the day. It's been Friday. But yeah, we're not forecast frost for the next week now, not overnight. So I reckon it should do okay here in the greenhouse. Now, I haven't got a tag, but I know what that is. So I'm going to put that there. I'll take the lid off that and give it a good water. In fact, I'll stand it and water it in a minute. In fact, I'll fill this tub up now. What else am I going to do? Oh yes, I know what I want to show you. Last year, you know, every year there's sort of, I've said this before I think as well, there's like a popular thing to do. Last year it was cucamelons. I couldn't get hold of cucamelons for love nor money. Everywhere sold out because everyone was giving them a go. This year, they can't get rid of them because nobody wants to grow them anymore. Because I don't think they lived up to expectations, to be honest. But never mind, I managed to get some late on in the season, and I'm going to try them this year, just for the heck of it. Because if you can't just experiment with things, what's the point? So, I'm not going to do many. I'll do as many as things I've got. I've got 4. Bit of a waste of time really, isn't it? I'm not using seed sowing compost. I'm going to use my, well, because I've run out. So I'm going to use this compost I'm not very pleased with. Look at that, big lumps in there. I should be sieving it. I've done something with my sieve. Oh. I'd used it to pick the carpet collars up. Right, okay, it's a very big sieve for a very little pot, but let me just show you this. Let's just see what actually, twigs, bits of, yeah, I'll carry on with that. Right, okay. Now, the beauty of this is these can be planted from April to May. So if I've seen nothing from this lot, I can plant some again. So if there's nothing shown in a couple of weeks, I'll plant a couple more. Like I said, I'm not desperate for them. I just thought there'd be a little experiment. Now, how many have I got? 20. Really, about the size of a grape. Apparently, yeah, that's what they're like. They're like tiny, tiny melons. I'm not showing you, have I? They're like tiny, tiny melons. And they taste a bit like cucumber. So, why not? Why not? I'm just going to pop one at each station. So I'm learning the lingo. And put them in. Put them over. See what happens. Okay, put them in there. Put a label on them in a minute. Last thing I wanted to show you is some. I don't suppose you can see much up there. Put those back in there. Let's just see what it says. Hold on. Cover with glass polythene or propagator lid. So, ooh, hey, look at this. This is what I got those peppers from Wilco's, and you could get them from Aldi as well. In, and I kept this bit. Oh, do you think it'll fit? It might fit. It's not. I haven't thought this through. Look at that. Hey, perfect. Right, I've moved this now, so I'm still here. Last year I got these in a pack with something else for 10 pence, and I bought 2 packs and then thought, what on earth am I going to do with them? But aha, wait and see. Never used them before, but right, I've got these teeny tiny pots that I'm going to fill with the Let's Hope It's Okay compost. I think even if it hasn't rotted down as much as it could have done, it should still be okay. Okay, you all know how to transplant things much better than I do, but I just want to try and see if this works. Okay, I'm going in. Remember, roots and shoots. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I'll use my little dibber. Well, actually it's really useful. 10 pence well spent. And then gently Try not to use the stem, touch the stem. Gently pop it down. Ooh, I think I could have made that hole a bit deeper for that one. Right, so I'll try again. I like this. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's go for one near the edge. In fact, there's two there. Okay. If you can actually see, you can see. Okay. There we go. And not enough in there. You hear that blackbird? Nesting time. We've got some nesting in our yard. There's a right power struggle going on between some nesting blackbirds and a nesting robin. There we go. I've made a nice deep hole in there, so hopefully that should just drop in. There we go. Grow, little tomato, grow. These ones are the ones that are recommended to be good to dry. And with my very handy air dryer thing that I bought last year, is it an air dryer? I can't remember what it is. I'm quite looking forward to doing that. Right, okay, I'm going to carry on with these. You don't want to see me doing any more of these because frankly it's the same every time. Just remember, oh that's nice, look at that one. Just remember, roots and shoots, tiddly boots, okay? You don't need the last bit. Roots and shoots, tiddly boots. Oh, I'm getting better at it, look. That's much better. Okay? I'll show you when I've done them all. Okay. Okay, there they are. In the nice new beds. Let's talk to the brandywine and cucamelon. It's good. Curve side up, curve side up. Okay. Oh, it works as well. Right. As you all know, it is the time of year when we're wanting to start putting stuff outside, but the sun isn't necessarily playing ball. So one of the things that a lot of people do is warm up the soil beforehand, so you can start sowing things like your lettuce and whatever outside. Obviously some hardy things are going in already. The broad beans have been in forever. But yeah, so I'm going to show you. You've seen how well I did with the bean poles. I had an idea at about 3 o'clock in the morning the other morning. Mike wasn't that impressed at the time, but it spent a good while fashioning this little arrangement here, this little structure, to keep the cloche, the little bits of the corrugated plastic in place, so that we could warm the soil and maybe start putting some salad crops and things in underneath. Anyway, it's working. It's working. It's not the prettiest of structures. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my idea. Don't you remember we had this these willow sticks last year that I was very, very keen on, but actually when I tried to make a bean wigwam of them, it just fell over, they weren't strong enough. So I have, anything could happen here, I've soaked these in water, and what I'm going to do, it's like, I don't know, do you ever remember it as a kid? I don't know if I did it or I saw people do it, I probably did it. You bend a ruler, see how far it goes before it breaks, and then it breaks and you get really upset because you didn't really want it to break. It's a bit like that but with willow. Okay, all I'm going to do is break some willow. Okay. To be really quick. Hooray! You all shout because the battery is about to go. Okay, some things I want to be getting on with this week. I want to plant my courgette. I've already planted the gold rush, but I've also got, I can't even show you on the packet, I've got these packets from Thompson and Morgan where they just have a general picture of fruit and veg on the front, so you have to take my believe me when I say this is a Harrier F1 hybrid. I'm only just learning about F1s. Don't think I'm keen, but there we go. Butternut squash, so that's going to go in. And oh, the mixed patty pans. So all the different coloured little patty pans, which I'm quite pleased, looking forward to. Little scallop ones. They're going to be nice. And we've also got this Romanesco cauliflower, which I just think looks really nice. Okay, so these are going outdoors. Obviously they'll be planted up in the greenhouse first. It's just starting to rain. Everyone wants me to finish my video. Why on earth is that, I wonder? Police are coming. Yes, my squash, the idea is I'm going to do the three sisters, but only with two sisters, as I think I've mentioned before. So my sweet corn's growing on the windowsill at home, and I'm going to have this squash going around the base. And maybe something else. We'll have to hang fire on that till next time. Yes, that's it, because my battery's going. I've got a very big birthday coming up this week, and the sad thing is, people keep saying to me, oh, you know, what would you like? What would your best present be? What would you best? What would be your best? And I just keep thinking of things for the garden, and things for the allotment, and I really should be saying things like, oh, I'd really like a diamond ring, or, I don't know, a racehorse. Is that what people ask for? I've got no idea. But no, I'm thinking of, oh, if only I had a polytunnel and things like that. So yeah, so I'll be another year older by the next time you see me.